All right, welcome traders. And today is Monday. Today is 15 September 2025. We appreciate God for the gift of life and for the process of everything we have been doing so far in terms of trading, like the knowledge, the experience so far being 3 years of trading now. And then we thank God for the whole process. All right. So what I quickly want to share with you guys here is that sorry, I just want to share with you guys, I actually analyze the charts, what I actually look out for, most especially Mondays like this, marking out key levels and then see potential areas whereby we can start looking for entries, right? So, and as you all know, I only trade Bitcoin and gold. Those are the two major pairs I trade. In fact, they are the only pairs I trade, most especially gold, right? So I want us to do our top-down analysis on these pairs to see where we can actually start seeing either buy or sell potential. But first, I want to quickly let you all understand that my major key areas are POI zones. I trade based on POI zones, right? So what I majorly want to see on the chart before I jump into maybe setting limit orders or waiting for confirmations, right, are majorly the structure of the market, right, from the higher time frame, and then the middle time frame, consists of liquidity areas and then my entry as well. Do you understand? So I can also switch down to lower time frames for additional confirmations, right? So I trade based on structure, liquidity, and then my entry. So before my entry, I want to see liquidity, right? Whereby I want to see like double bottom or double top or trend line. Like I just want to see structural liquidities, right? Before my entry point and also fair value gaps. So these are the major, key points to my entry, and they give me, high, confirmations that yes, this is a high potential trade or high probability setups as well. All right, so now without wasting much of our time, because I don't want to make this video too long. Now the first thing I do, right, is switch to my higher time frame. I'm a day trader, so I use the daily time frame and the 4-hour time frame to mark out the structure of the market, right? Before I switch down to 1 hour or 15 minutes to start seeing my entry. So I use daily to see the structure or 4 hour to see the market direction, because the higher the time frame, the more valid the trend, right? The more stronger the trend. Do you understand? All right, so this is my daily time frame, right? This is on BTC USDT. So this is my daily time frame. And as you can see here, these are the parameters I use to identify my edge. This is market has switched from an uptrend to a downtrend, right? I'm not going to explain what I saw before telling you that the market has, is in a downtrend right now. And what we should be looking for is sales opportunities, right? And one other confirmation which I'm just going to, expose to you all is this bearish engulfed that is here. It's part of the confirmation, but the real confirmation or my major kind of trend change confirmation, right? That will be discussed if only you are interested in learning about the strategy which I use, right? But I'm just here to analyze the charts to see potential areas for the week, right? Where the key areas for the week to either buy or sell. But at this point on BTC USDT, this trade actually is a sell, it's a bearish move right now, right? Based on my own concept, based on my own analysis, based on my own edge, right? This is a downtrend. And what I should be looking forward to see, right, is for me to start looking for sales opportunities, right? So seeing this on higher time frame, because higher time frame majorly is to identify trend, nothing else. We are not using it to we are not using daily time frame to mark out key levels or no, just to see the major players, where the major players is, right? Where the strength of the market, where are they really, who is really dominating the market in general. So at this point, I'm convinced that yeah, it is sellers who are dominating the market. All right. After this confirmation, then I can then switch to 4 hour time frame to start looking for sales opportunities. Right. Now at this point, I can see a sell opportunity here because remember I told you all that I trade based on POI zones. All right. So this is a breakup structure here. Can mark this as my breakup structure, right? And at this level, price is already rejecting from this extreme order block here, right? Price already rejecting after taking out all the liquidities around this zone. So price is currently rejecting on this uh on this supply zone here. So this is a confirmation for me, right, to kind of short the market on a market order or market price right now. But I still want to switch to 1 hour time frame to check if I can get better entries, right? So on 1 hour time frame, seeing that price is rejecting from this 4 hour supply zone, on 1 hour time frame, you can see how the momentum of the candles are, right? Price is actually giving us strong, heavy, bearish momentum candles, which is additional confirmation that, yeah, right? Price is actually, you know, bearish at this point, right? So I can mark this as my break here. Price has broke this and close with a candlestick. So this gave me additional confirmation that, yeah, we are good to short the market, right? And at this point, price has already swept all the liquidities above here. So price has swept all the liquidities above here. All right. So if I want to enter the market now, I can decide to enter on 61.8 Fibonacci retracement level, which simply means I will draw my Fibonacci from here to the current market, right? And then this zone here is my entry. This zone here is my entry. Right? Which is 61.8. So this is my entry. So what I need price to do is to retrace to this zone. Then I can switch to like maybe 15 minutes or 5 minute time frame for additional confirmations to short the market. So what I'm going to do right now, because of my schedule of today, I'm just going to set a limit order, which is a pending order on this particular um, particular setup and see how it plays out today, right? So we are approaching the New York section already. This is almost 12, so this is it. This is the setup, right? My stop loss will be above here. Remember that stop loss should be set at the point whereby if market invalidates it, that shows that the trend, or if the market hits a stop loss, that shows that the trend has been invalidated. So always set your stop loss not according to your dollar amount or pips, but according to your structure, right? Your market structure, right? Because always set it at a point whereby you know fully well that if the market hits that, if the market approach that zone, the trend has changed completely. So that is the most reasonable way to set stop losses. All right. So if I'm to set my take profits, my overall take profit level will be at this external liquidity. Will be at this external liquidity here, right? I want price to come all the way to this zone, taking out all the liquidities above because the market is a downtrend, so the potential of it, sweeping all of these liquidities is very high, right? So this will be like my overall TP area. So this is like the trade for the week. So let's say it goes out. If it plays fine, we good, right? And I can decide to take profit by the time it prints 1:3. Remember? So that is the only way I take profits, 1:3 or till full TP, right? Nothing less, nothing less than that. All right. So that is it for BTC. All right. For those who want to take, you can actually, see the parameters by your by my right here. There are parameters, and then the take profit is this. The take profit is 107,153.3. I repeat, 107,153.3. That is the take profit. All right. Then the entry is 115,906.7. The entry is 115,906.7. And the stop loss is 116,857.3. All right, so this is BTC USDT. You can also use this same signal to trade BTC USD as well, which is like those of you trading for us, right? But for this is crypto because it is using USDT, not USD. But they're both similar to BTC USD, right? But just slight difference in their value. All right, so that is it about BTC. All right, so let's see how gold is doing because that is where my major pair, my guy. All right, let's see gold on daily time frame. So gold on daily time frame is clearly bullish, very bullish. Creating fair value gaps, right? Giving us heavy momentum candles. So gold is clearly bullish. So what are we to be looking for? We're looking for buyers opportunity, right? Simple, right? Keep it simple. Keep your strategy, your analysis simple. Don't complicate things. So coming to the daily time frame, like I said before, is just to see who is dominating the market, which at this point, we can clearly see that it is buyers who are dominating the market. So after that, we now switch to the 4-hour time frame to start looking for key areas, you know, So at this point, the market is still bullish, and I can't really find any key areas, right, to kind of look for entries on 4-hour time frame. But one thing I still want to let you guys know, based on the concept I use in identifying trend, at this point now, gold is still it is going to sell, right? It's going to come down. Why? Because there was a trend change here. Inducement was taken and price broke structure to the downside. All right. And also giving us this bearish engulfing candlestick. So it's an additional confirmation, right? In addition to the trend change confirmation that I use. So price is going to, from my own prediction, is going to like come down from my own observation, right? It's going to come down maybe to this point here or come down to uh taking out this liquidity here. This is the liquidity. So price can come sweep this liquidity, tap on this demand area here before the move, or it can still come as lower to fill these fair value gaps here. Then from this area, it can keep shooting to the upside. All right, so to get clearer view, let's switch to the 1-hour time frame to see what is happening. So on the 1-hour time frame, yeah, you can clearly see that that is a real, demand zones whereby a high potential demand zones because there's fair value gap, there's liquidity before entry. So if the market take this liquidity, we can start looking for entries to buy from this zone with confirmation. And if this zone fail, what I mean is Market will sweep this liquidity, come to this zone, and then up. But if this zone fail, then we are looking for, then this will be used as liquidity. This zone will not be used as liquidity. Then this will make this one more stronger for price to push to the upside, right? So anything can happen in the market. Always know that. So everything we are doing here, me or anyone you are watching, is just based on, data, right? It's not actually a guarantee or giving you 100% assurance that that is what is going to happen, right? There are losses, there are winning. But the major thing is always make sure your wins, right, are higher than your losses, right? So not in terms of data accumulation, but in terms of how you manage your risk, right? If you understand your edge very well, you will know when to move stop loss to break even. You will know when to take partials. So those are what I mean by, you know, always making your winning to be higher than your losses. There is always this there's always this possibility that we can be having high win rates, but we are still not making any money. And someone is having a low risk, low win rate and still be making much money than you who is having a high win rate, right? You understand? So it's all about risk management and the work you put towards understanding your edge. All right. So now this is a break here. It looks like my breakup structure. All right. So uh I will enter. I can set a limit order here, right? This first zone, why I'm not going to set a limit order on this first zone, right? Is because I need an additional confirmation. Why? Because price has not, there was no break of structure, right, to the up. Now there are kind of variables or concepts I used to identify a valid break of structure, so which was not valid here. So I will need additional confirmation when price approach this zone. I will need additional confirmation before I buy, right? But I can set a limit order here because I've gotten a valid break of structure. Why? Because market has already taken liquidity here, right? There's a liquidity swept around this zone here. So this makes it a more valid signal for me. And there's a fair value gap if you look closely, right? Around there. So I can confidently set my limit order here, then my stop loss will just be here, just below here. Remember to always set your stop loss, not based on, remember, as I said earlier, not based on the money, not based on dollar amount, not based on pips, right? You can put pips into consideration as well, but putting pips should only adjust your entry, not your stop loss. Because stop loss should always be set at the point whereby if market invalidates it, that shows that the trend has changed completely. All right, so now that is it about that. All right, so thank you so much for today's trade. And before I go, let me quickly tell you about or give you the parameters of this second entry confirmation. This is my entry on gold. So this is like my take profit, which is 2.2 2.2 risk to reward. That is 2R, right? So any money you put in now, like if you are risking $10, there's potential for you to make $20 if the trade go in your favor. And then if you are risking $10, you make $20. If you are risking $50, you make $100, right? If the trade go in our direction. All right, so that is the trade for this week. So let's watch and see how it plays out. All right, so the entry here on gold is 3561.65, 3561.65, and the stop loss is 3511.66. Stop loss is 3511.66. While the take profit is 3675.74. I believe you guys can see it clearly from the screen. So that is it. Let's see how it plays out, right? And also you can mark this out on your chart as well. All right, so let's watch how it goes, right? Always monitor the trade if you have time. When the price come to this zone, look for confirmation. right? Look for confirmation. If you're interested in the kind of confirmation I use before I jump into the market, look at DM me, then we actually treat it, right? DM me, drop your comment on the comment section, and I will reply every one of you all. All right. And you can also set a limit order on this, but remember to always risk what you can afford to lose. And if you don't have capital like a live account or a Profem, you can still be using demo, right? There is no excuse for you why not to learn. That is why there is demo paper trading account, all right? So always make sure you are learning. As far as it's something you want, trading is something that will actually benefit you. It will actually reward you for your effort and time and consistency you put in it, all right? So just make sure you put the work, and then make sure you always do what is necessary, always. All right. So that is it, guys. All right. So peace out, and then see you guys next time. Thank you. Please share, like, and comment on the comment section. Thank you all. Who is there?